Happy Nillihc Day, everybody! The second annual Nillihc Day video blog is on their way. You know who it is, just truly. King of Charisma, Shaman of Swagger, Carter James, the Nillihc Master! Coming to you live from my beautiful place in North Hollywood, California, ready to bring you the up-to-date updates and everything else in between. My good people, it has been 11 years. 11 years of excitement, theory, fusion, funky vibes, everything else in between. I am confident, riveted, hungry, and excited to bring you more. M-O-R to the E, baby. Wow. Well, to begin with, 11 days ago, I celebrated my 26th birthday. I cannot believe I'm 26. I don't feel 26. Do I look 26? I'll leave it for others to determine and decide. What else? I am currently a member of a cast of this web series called The Valley. I play a character by the name of Chode. Oh my god, I think this is so much fun. I've had a blast so far being on set with those guys. Everybody who's a part of that, you know who you are. You know what you do for that incredible web series. Coming out in early 2016, I am so grateful, humbled, and excited by what will take place from here on out. This will be very exciting, everybody. The Valley, just stay tuned for that. I will give you more updates when the time is right. What else? For those of you who have tuned in when I was on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out those 5 episodes that I was on when I was a part of the segment called Do You Have What It Takes? Jimmy Kimmel posted an anonymous ad on Craigslist. I answered it, and I cannot believe I won the show, Do You Have What It Takes? Apparently, I have what it takes. So, oh my god, that was just so Nillihc to the max. Not to mention, I didn't believe that in the past, 6 months, I didn't know that I would have a shirt of me made. I cannot believe that, right? It's just crazy in 6 months' time how busy I've been. I was on the set of a Julia Roberts film. I was on the set of Ted 2 as an extra. I've been, doing photo shoots nonstop. I've met some incredible people. One of them being a 79-year-old, former bodybuilder and teacher who taught me some incredible life lessons. This guy and his wife look extravagant. I tell you what. I mean, there are certain people out there who are just born to inspire. And that man, 79 years young, and kicking a lot of ass, working at living rather than dying, that to me is a huge Nillihc message, and one I really want to be consistent with myself. So anyway, I also want to talk to you guys about, my personal spiritual religious beliefs, certain things that have been going on in my personal life that are really, really extravagant. I want to take this time to apologize for the lighting in here. The lighting isn't the best, but I'm going to do all I can with it. This is probably the most private I can be today in my own place, since I live with roommates, and we all share a room together, so it's hard for me to get any privacy. Well, any of us to get privacy for that matter. So thank you for bearing with me on this. 11 years has flown by like a snap of both fingers. I don't know what to say. But I do know what to say. And the first things first is, how am I feeling with everything going on with my life right now? Being in LA, more specifically North Hollywood, for the past 6.5 months, I cannot believe it's flown by so fast. It really is a dream come true to me. I've wanted to live here for quite some time, since I first visited here in 2007 when I was trying out for an MTV show called Next, a dating show, naturally. Unfortunately, certain things did not go as planned then, but now, 7 years later, I didn't realize I'd be moving here in October of 2014, and now pursuing the dream of being an international celebrity and entertainer. I am focused on being an actor. I'm focused on, of course, getting myself financially able to become a Screen Actors Guild member. Of course, with me being a part of the Valley, that will automatically qualify me to be a part of the SAG Screen Actors Guild, AFTRA, whatever you want to call it. And so I just need to make the money in order to become an official member. That's going to be the hard part. So I'm also going to be in an independent film, that was easy for me to say, called The Dead Enders, where I'm playing a Fuhrer. I'm playing a kind of like a Mad Max meets the Terminator / Hitler. And I'm playing that role in this B-movie. So I'm looking forward to that independent movie, B-movie. And the kid who's directing it, his name is Sam. He is just a wonderful young man. I'm looking forward to serving his movie, playing that role. And when that movie comes out, I'll definitely let you know. I was also part of a film called The Marine. I got an IMDb credit for that recently. Very exciting, very riveting, and I'm really glad I got to play a computer nerd. So that was really fun. But man, oh man. It's just crazy how you know these experiences have come to be. I have so many things I feel like I'm leaving out right now because they've all been just jaw droppers in every capacity. You know, seeing Whose Line Is It Anyway live, seeing the show Undateable live, being a live audience member, that is. That was fun. I'm also a part of an improv troupe called 321 on Fire, where we're going to be doing our first live show May 8th. At this place in North Hollywood called TU Studios. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to all these wonderful experiences and put them on my resume so that I can go on and pursue what I really want to pursue. I've also been swamped with work with a new job. We're doing construction, and that's a lot of fun. I'm learning a lot. I definitely got to hand it to my old job for in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada, called Red L, where I got to work on hoses and for oil fields and so on and so forth. That was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot of great life lessons from them as well. All these life lessons have really made me, gather inspiration so I can be successful here in the LA area. So, some big things that have occurred in my life. Of course, one being, getting my life started and finally. I feel like I should have pursued this when I was 18. I really should have moved when I should have, but at least I'm starting now. 26 years of age, newly 26, and really getting amped and stamped for what is to come. The Nillihc Master Persona finally made its debut 10 years after it was made on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. 4 million saw it. That was really fun. And to get Nillihc shout-outs from random people every so often after the show aired, that was a blessing, and I'm looking forward to more and more Nillihc shoutouts. But of course, there's also haters. I've had a lot of those, and I typically don't respond to haters anymore. The older I get, the more of it is just lip service. It's all crap. It has no merit. But there are a few things that I do want to clear up. Naturally, I mean, usually when I do these blogs, I like to destroy any mischaracterizations and any inaccurate rumors. When I first made my debut, there were a lot of ignorant YouTube comments. They're always made every day, big surprise, saying that a person like me is obviously 100% fake. There's no way a person like Carter James could be real. Oh, the show is scripted. Oh, that one kid, he must be on, some kind of high or whatever. He must be on drugs. Or, Carter's so fucking annoying, yada, yada, yada. Swaggy T should have won. And I can understand that. I can definitely understand why people would say things like that. If I didn't know me on a personal level, I probably would be saying the same damn thing. It's natural for people to, especially in our culture, North American culture, for people to automatically jump to conclusions. We, unfortunately, as a nation, do that. There are really shitty apologies in America. There are really shitty haters, hecklers, and trolls in America. Haters and hecklers and trolls, oh my! Haters and hecklers and trolls, oh my! And there's a lot of fakeness that goes on, and it's very easy to do so when you hide behind the security of a computer screen and type down whatever comes to mind and not be responsible for it. That happens every day, especially in our culture. It's a misfortune, but at the same time, you, the people, do not have to take part in that. To all my fellow positive vibers who have not believed the hype, when I was on Jimmy Kimmel's show, or otherwise for the past 11 years, thank you for not buying the lies. Even if you heard it long enough, you shook your head no, and you stayed positive, and you stayed true and loyal and faithful to me as I have done for you. Thank you for that. To all my family, friends, and fans who have stuck with me, especially for the past decade, wow. Thank you so much for the life I had, for the life I have, for the life I'm going to have, because this is just the start, baby! I tell you what, I mean, I do plan on, on doing more acting after I complete my 2 projects with the Dead Enders and with the Valley. I do plan on doing more photo shoots. Some people have, said to me, especially regarding my new photo shoots, where I'm shirtless, I'm in my underwear, etc., that I'm showing off too much, that I really don't leave a lot to the imagination or to the mystery. I'm not that kind of person. I don't really leave things to the mystery. I'm the kind of person who's more tell it like it is. And for me, I'm the kind of guy who'd prefer to tell things like they are rather than, leave things, keeping people guessing. Because, sure, it's wonderful and it's cute and it's seductive, but the way I see it is I want to give you honesty, being upfront and honest. Coming from a once-upon-a-time compulsive liar, I want to be as honest and as truthful as I can be, politically incorrectly, not paying attention to moral relativity or any BS that needs to be sugar-coated. I just don't need that, and neither do you. I want to talk to you about how I feel about religion and spirituality. I recently had a wonderful, visit from my mother and stepfather, and I let them know that I'm doing this today. For me, I'm a huge believer in a pre-life, in life, and an afterlife. Realistically speaking, a pre-life to me is when you're cooking inside your mother's womb for 9 months. That's pre-life, or however long it takes for you to come out. To me, that's as pre-life as you can get. The preparation. Life, simple, from the moment you're born till the day you die. Afterlife, how you're going to be remembered. And I'm not just saying at your funeral, but what will you leave behind that's going to live forever? Think about it. I will use this illustration. People like Bruce Lee, Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain, Elvis Presley, huge names who have been immortalized by the storytellers, by the legend makers, by the loyalty, by people who believed in them so much and knew what kind of impact they had, not just on them, but in life in general. What did they leave behind that made them such cultural icons, life icons? That's what I want to be for the world, for the universe for that matter. And for me, religion is one thing, but it's based on authority. To me, science and observation and reason will always triumph the authority of religion simply because it works. I'm not putting down religions. Do your things. People have been asking me, what is your religion, Carter? To me, do I believe in God? Why, yes. As a matter of fact, I do. But I believe in God as a frequency in the universe, rather than as an invisible man in the sky. I do not believe that prayers are unfounded. I believe that if you pray, they will be answered. Maybe not right away, but over an extended period of time, depending on what kind of frequency you use to pray with. I believe if you operate with a high frequency, your life will be powerful, energetic, and worthwhile. If you operate with a low frequency, and you're negative, and you're crapped out all the time, and you're bored and out of shape physically, mentally, and spiritually, it's not going to have a lot of merit. Your frequency, your aura, your mind, your personage, the things that really matter. To me, I feel with a clear conscience that who and what we are is the greatest thing we can contribute to anyone or anything in this life. Don't try to be the next person by the name of something something. That's my suggestion. Be the best you can possibly be, because Nillihc was never designed, my word, when I created it, was never meant to be designed to be a religion, a cult, or anything else in between. There have been a lot of speculations, a lot of asinine things said by really stupid agendas out there, people with really stupid agendas, really mindless, thoughtless, pathetic agendas. People have, claimed that I've been on drugs, that I drink. I've been on an acid run. And for those of you who know me, you know damn well that is not true. I'm as sober as can be. I've been sober since birth. And for the past 26 years, it's been all worthwhile. I never used negative vibe influences to define or create or dictate my life. Question authority, challenge convention, and never, ever relent. Your life will be more enthralling and fascinating once you do, in my opinion. And religion, I feel, even though it is beautiful, and I respect any and all religions, and I'll respect them, but I would love to hear, I would love, the courtesy and the respect back of, okay, well, just because I don't believe what you believe doesn't mean that I'm a bad person, or I'm being condemned to hell, or I'm going to hell. I'm not a believer of the heaven and hell thing. I feel like they're concepts, not necessarily real places. I feel like they're just more concepts, and they've been brought on over extended generations and among generations for people to believe in, because it's, because it sounds intriguing, it sounds like it's right, because of how passionate people have become about these places. So whether they're real or not, I feel like there is an afterlife of some kind, but I feel like if there isn't, I'm open-minded to the fact that there might not be a God, there might not be an afterlife. I'm open-minded to that, so one might think, oh, well, Carter, does that mean you're agnostic? No, I'm not anything that people would define me as. I'm not anything. I'm just Carter. I'm just Nillihc to the max. Always. Nillihc to the max always, baby. And because I am such an individual, I am such a wayfarer, I am such a traveling man, I live an open road life. I'm an open book. That's why I have many times over renounced the idea, or renounced completely having a family of my own. And this comes back to my spirituality, because the truth of the matter is, you are my family, you are my friends, you are my fans, you are my lovers, you are my haters. You are the family I've always wanted. The people I shake hands with, they immediately become my family. People I talk to on the street, they immediately become my family. This whole world is a lovely but really insanely, phenomenally bad, dysfunctional family. That's the way I see it. For me, I'm not liberal or conservative. I'm not trying to be anything that I'm not. I just want to be me in this world. My wife, my children are the things that I put out into this world. And don't get me wrong, I will be in relationships. I don't mind dating and being in relationships with people. And which reminds me, I have to bring this up. I am now in a relationship. I'm actually currently in a relationship with a woman who has an almost 2-year-old son. This relationship, as I've done with my other unorthodox relationships in the past, if you want to call them that, they will be kept off of my Facebook and off social media indefinitely. And the reasons being is because I value privacy above all else. Only a select group of people will know who this person is. It's an open, healthy, and authentic relationship that is unorthodox, the way I like it, and real, beyond real. And that's the kind of relationship I want to have. And I'm looking forward to what will transpire. But marriage for me, in my world and in today's world, I believe there's very little, if any, room for it anymore. I respect the institution because, hey, I have friends who are married. I have friends who are getting married. And I'm the kind of ridiculous fool who loves going to marriages more than any other event. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? And I'm a weird-ass fool who cries at weddings. I gotta admit that. So for me, I'm happy being an individual, and I'm happy with the way life is going. And I'm looking forward to inspiring you, impacting you for decades to come. God willing, this is going to be amazing. And I know for a fact that life is so extravagant when you find people to love, to respect and admire. I have been in love with 3 beautiful women, and I've been in love with 2 extremely amazing men. And for me, I'm not bisexual, homosexual, heterosexual, asexual, pansexual. I don't have a sexual orientation. I'm just Carter, once again. I mean, I'm attracted to people of all kinds. For me, I love what I'm about. I'm a very open person, you know, physically, mentally, spiritually, sexually, and everything else in between. And that's how it's always going to be. Because I believe in what I represent. It's a very positive message. Nillihc being chillin' spelled backwards, that's slang for great, excellent, and awesome, and to be the best you can possibly be. That will never go away. That will never fade for as long as I live until the day I die and beyond. That word will go down in history as something. Something. That is my goal. That is why I was born. I was born to be this person. This extravagant, larger-than-life individual that has a strong mind, a powerful personage, and an unforgettable aura. And for those of you who have seen it, those of you who have come into contact with me, this is who and what I am. What you see in the moment is what you get, with or without your validation, justification, or attention approval. Thank you so much for loving it, for hating it, for liking it, and for disliking it. With all your heart, mind, personage, and aura. I am grateful to you. If you have an authentic thought about me, in any way, shape, or form, thank you. The honor is all mine, not yours. And I know I sound like I'm rambling on and on again. It's what I do. I can be very repetitive. But for me, the most amazing thing about life, and even though I disagree with the Beatles when they sing, all you need is love, love is all you need, but love is a very beautiful thing. Especially falling in love. And I've fallen in love with you know, in my lifetime, 5 extravagant individuals. 3 women and 2 men. But for me, the 3 women I fall in love with was far more fascinating for me. And much more beautiful. And because of that, I have been so honored to enjoy what is to come with the women that I choose to be intimate with and to have relationships with and to, you know, maybe smack their ass every once in a while. You know, I mean, I think they're the most beautiful creature on the planet. The woman. And to ever disrespect one or ever hurt one or attack one physically or mentally or spiritually would be totally against my personality. I never want to be that man, be that kind of person. I'm not a nice guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a bad boy. Don't get me wrong. Once again, I'm just Carter. To all of you, no matter what you are in life, whether you consider yourself gothic, gangsta, punk, emo, preppy, jock, ditzy, blue collar, white collar, zebra collar, black, white, gray, green, purple skinned, whatever, Mexican, Hungarian, Canadian, American, Brazilian, Philippine, whatever, wherever you come from, no matter how you dress, no matter what you look like, no matter if you don't have any limbs on your body, even if you're missing every single bone in your body, I don't care who you are or what you look like, be the best you can possibly be. That is my message. That is what Nillihc represents. It's representing you. You, the individual who kicks so much ass in life. For those of you who are husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, you know, business executives, bums on the street corner, whatever you are or whatever you choose to be, I am in your corner. If you're representing a positive message, and a positive message meaning you're being the best you can possibly be and you're authentic, even if you're having a bad day and you're feeling like shit, you have my respect, and you have my support. 11 years of Nillihc to the max vibes. We're just getting started, baby. We're just getting started. So with that being said, ask yourself one question and be honest. Can you see? What's the bacon and shaking, baby? It's Nillihc time! And that's the bottom line.